I don't know. I just love my Smackdown and Romper Stomper Bomper Boo fly swatter so much that I want to use it in every video, especially when I'm color coordinated, right? So, anyway, thank you, Amy. It makes me smile right from the get-go every morning with my bulletproof coffee. There's the swatter, there's the Smackdown, and I love it. Well, sorry, Sharon. I'm stealing this right from you. One of my clients, Sharon, put in a comment, and it's perfect for a topic. One yes leads to a mess. Oh, she is so right about that. In fact, I couldn't even finish reading her comment in my YouTube, the flow of comments that I get. And if you have a channel, they're all on the same page. And so you would look to your right to see what video it's from. It's kind of cool. So then I don't miss something, because people still comment on my Weight Watcher ones. And it's like, okay, I'll write in a comment, or, they'll kind of get snarky with me on something that I did years ago. And I have to kind of gently point that out to them. I made the video 2 years ago before I knew better. And if you aren't still getting better all the time with what you know and how you do your keto food plan, then you're not doing it. I mean, we are always evolving. That's the beauty of this keto program. We keep doing better day after day after day, and that's what I love about it. So yes, yes indeed. One yes will lead you to a mess that it could take you a long time to get out of. Now, I often say this as well with my recovery from alcoholism as I do with my food addiction, is that sometimes we eat something and we feel we got away with it. Look at that. I went to that cookout and I had a scoop of that, or I had something like that off the grill, and I had a vegetable that we're not supposed to have because it's so sugary and starchy. And look, the scale moved in the right direction and I got away with it. And okay. And so I did it again a week later at another cookout. Oh, what stayed with you was perhaps the sugar load. And that stayed in here. And it lit up that part of your brain that lights up when sugar meets your brain. And it says, I want more. I want more. Well, guess what? You might have more. It might seem like it's like past and that you can do this, have your cheats and treats. But trust me, if you went 6 months into keto with no cheats or treats or sugar or extra carbs or starchy veggies or any of that kind of stuff, and you kept losing and you stayed focused, and what you ate was savory and rich and within your carbs and within your protein, and you had all those wonderful, delicious fats, but all of a sudden you start treating yourself because it's summer and it's there, beware. Because once this gets lit up, it wants the more. And it might seem to you that last week is not related to this week, is not related to next week's little cheat treat, but it is. Because once you light this up, it's going to take a while to undo. There could be a withdrawal going on. It could be a mini withdrawal, or it could be a major withdrawal from a binge, but it's there. One yes leads to a mess, and that mess could be another yes. You need to be careful. I just went in to see what somebody's been up to on their website, because I subscribe to so many people that I don't think I could ever read all the feeds that I get from each person in this keto world. And one of the strongest ones I know hasn't been on for a month. And it's like, what happened to her? What happened to her? She had like 11,000 viewers, the best quality videos. Where did she go? Well, it doesn't take much to get wonky, especially in the warmer months. As far as I'm concerned, summer season with foods is harder than anything over the winter months. I'm sorry, but it's just party after social, after cookout, after wedding, after. And each one is unto itself a challenge, right? I mean, sometimes with like weddings, you get, you check off what box you're going to have, but you have no idea what kind of mystery ingredients are in all those things. I mean, I'd be scraping sauce off of the chicken, and I'd be hoping that the fish is not covered in a mystery sauce. When I worked in restaurants and many different types of restaurants, the food distributor Cisco had a what they called supreme sauce. Lord only knows the chemicals in that supreme sauce. And you could put it on fish, you could put it on chicken, you could put it on the side, and restaurants used it all the time. Of course, they never called it supreme sauce. They might call it their own special blend because they added a shake of salt to it or something, but hideous, scary ingredients. So, and that's no offense to Cisco because all the other ones have the same thing. Mass producing standard American diet fare to use in restaurants. So it's a scary thing. And then when you go to cookouts, you know that things like onions and peppers and tomatoes and even garlic or garlic salt, garlic powder, same thing with onions, add carbs to whatever dish it is that looks so innocent. And if you had not been keto last year, you didn't learn all the ins and outs of like what could be in all of these famous dishes that last year you were eating perhaps like a little piggy because, well, you had to have some of each, right? The appetizer ones, the main course ones, and then dessert ones, right? Because it's like, oh, this person is so fabulous with their cooking and everybody always brings the best ingredients and I couldn't wait to get here and load up my plate. And have you noticed, I know that I'm digressing. You didn't know I do that? If you've gone to the store to buy paper products, okay, have you noticed that those Chinette plates have like turned into turkey platters? Have you? I mean, it's like, they're this big. I swear, they're this big. Why? So you can put a week's worth of carby entrees, foods onto that plate and say, I only had one meal. Mm-hmm. And it clocks out at 2,200 calories. Forget how many carbs are in it. Forget the table salt that's in it. Ew. Things like that. Every day it seems like Amazon comes to my door. I told the Amazon deliverer last week, I said, if there's a day that there's no delivery, knock on the door because I could be dead. I mean, you order something and it's here the next day. That's what I'm looking that way. I had a little run of Vita Cup coffees because they were like 25% off all weekend. And so, yeah, I ordered a bunch of them because like, when's the next chance for that? And I love my Vita Cups. Oh yeah, with all the vitamins they add to it. And the Genius one with the turmeric and the cinnamon and the MCT powder, count me in. Don't I look smarter? Don't I look like I'm getting my B vitamins and stuff? Yeah, I am. So you have to beware. And I'm telling you, when I was in BJ's and I saw these, the size of the plates for the summer dining, it's scary stuff, you guys. No, I have not switched to a new food program that comes in a box and is all fake foods. That sounded like that. Guys? No, I have not. And so when I see the size of those plates, it's like, how accommodating. They are accommodating the race to obesity in the United States and Canada. I just feel bad for the people that are so clueless. They're just in this zombie zone and they get to these sort of parties and all those things are out there on the picnic table They have like 6 deviled eggs. What do people put in their deviled eggs? How do you know? Are they putting mayonnaise with soybean and canola oil? Yet you have no idea. I mean, and once you clean up your act, you don't want to inflame your system with other people's cooking. If you love deviled eggs, bring a couple of dozen made with your avocado oil mayonnaise, things like that. Cover your Budinsky because you have no idea of the ingredients that people use in these once thought innocent things. I mean, like, look, this is just like a 3 bean salad. Can you imagine what the carb count is in that? Between the onions and the beans and the whatevers and the string beans and yeah, it seemed like, well, this sure seems like a better bad choice. Well, yeah, it might be compared to what? The dessert thing that you put things on and melt things and eat it like a sandwich and that has 20 million grams of sugar. Even when I made a 3 bean salad, it had tons of sugar in it. Yeah, sprinkle it on. I mean, is that why people like that? Is that why people like baked beans today? Because it's turned into more of a sugar dish than a main dish, entree, or what am I trying to think of? Contender anyway. So just pay attention out there. That plate, you don't need to fill that plate. Just saying. And if I went to one of those sort of cookout-y type things, I would be in a regular plate or something like that, as close as I could get. I would bring my own oil and I would have more things off the grill. Maybe it would be a higher protein than usual day, but I certainly wouldn't be partaking in all of these dishes that have dubious ingredients. That stuff's the oils that will inflame your belly, the soybean, the canola, the corn, the vegetable, and all the nuts, the safflower and the sunflower nut oils are going to inflame your little belly, and you're not going to feel good the next day. So you want to talk about one yes leads to a mess, and it might take a week or two in between, but you'll be back at it because once this thing gets lit up, that addiction, that reward center says, I want more and I want it now. And when you are presented with these things that you thought you could get away with, and then you start the bargaining, right? You start saying to yourself, I can do this all summer. Okay, I'm just going to allow 1 scoop, 1 spoon, 1 slice, 1 ear of, you fill in the blank, and then I won't have it in between the cookouts or the socials. And then once it's Labor Day, I'm giving it up. Oh, who are you bargaining with that? Are you bargaining with me? Because you're not going to get my permission. I'm not that way. I don't give permission to go ahead and have it. One yes leads to a mess. Okay, you might end up at Labor Day with 6 extra pounds, and you are so lit up by having a treat every week, every weekend, every whatever, that you're going to have to break that habit. And there could be a withdrawal because what you're breaking is probably sugar and a lot of grains and carby stuff. And that deal that you made with yourself and the devil, also known as your addict, which is my Ms. Slick, is that you've allowed yourself to derail. You're not doing keto anymore. Don't even think you're doing keto anymore. Just, the best you can hope for is not to gain, but getting back into ketosis and getting back where the scale's going down, if you even bother to pull it out. Isn't it funny? You sign up for keto and you weigh yourself every other half hour after you pee because you're looking for the whoosh. And then as soon as you start derailing from your keto, your strict and disciplined, weighed, measured, and tracked keto, that scale's gathering dust. You have to wipe off the screen to see what you weigh. Come on. You know you're better than that. After going to a cookout or one of those things, after having the treat, you're not going to feel as good as the permission that you gave yourself to have it. The highest you're going to be is giving yourself permission to have it. Not eating it, not after eating it, and definitely not the next day when you wake up and say, ooh, I have to confess either to me or somebody else that I had that. I strayed. One yes is my mess. Stop at one yes. Stop it. Don't make me fly out there and have to give you the smackdown. Amy, am I misusing this? So, you know you want to do better. And you know, when you know better, you do better. Unless you put your brain on hold and get into that part of your brain that is the reward center, and it kind of like overrides everything. Every decision you make is overridden with that item, having that cheat, having that treat. You deserve it. I won't do it again all summer, or I'll only do it on weekends, or I'll only do it when we're invited out and it's somebody's absolutely irresistible something that they have every year. You're better than that. You are. And all the hard work that you did through the cold months before you could even think of eating a meal sitting outside at a picnic table, why are you inviting all that back in? Why are you dumping with so cavalierly everything that mattered to you? All the things that I know you listen to me every day because you comment every day. How about all the other people that you're watching and you're listening to them and you're working really, really hard and you've unsubscribed to all those YouTube channels that go, oh, I had one of those. Oh, I ate that. Oh. And they have 97,000 subscribers and they have 452 people that comment, that's okay. That's okay. We all cheat. No, we don't all cheat. Just stay with this channel. We don't all cheat. One client said to me the other day, how do you stay so perfect? I'm not perfect. But I've certainly gotten to the place in my age and in my keto discovery, recovery, uncovery that going without the cheat, the treat, the whatever is so much more tasting. It's so much more enjoyable. Why trash on your soul and all the work that you've done just to have that something? Unless you find that it's worth it, it wouldn't be to me, and a lot of people here feel the same way. But if you still feel that you can do it, and ketosis isn't important to you, and keto isn't important to you for that split-second decision that you make, well, then have at it. But don't complain too much about it, because remember, it is your decision. I mean, keto is like the last frontier. If you make the decision whether you're going to have that or not, that's why it's very, very similar to NA and AA, because only you are making that decision. And if you want to blow months and months and months of abstinence and good decisions and tracking, that's on you. That's on you. It's nobody else's fault what you put in your mouth. It is, I hope, a sober decision that you do. But if you indulge in the adult beverages, your resolve is going to weaken. It is. And with every ounce of that adult beverage, you're getting closer and closer to putting that unmentionable in your mouth. And I know you don't want to. I know you don't. But have you been preparing yourself? Have you been teaching yourself how to squint? Have you been teaching yourself how to bring your own things, like your own salad, like I said, your own deviled eggs, and rely on the grill? So it goes grill, it goes salad, and it goes deviled eggs. And you're safe. Why? Because your salad is your salad with your oils in a little thing. I buy the baby food glass jar spill-proof containers from Amazon. They're adorable. As anybody who's ordered them knows, I want more. I want more of them. Why? It's like my Fiesta ware. How many of those little glass jars do I need? But this was a different size and they had different lids and they look so cute. Yeah, you know where I get susceptible to things. So take care of yourself. Don't be foolish. Don't give yourself permission. Don't watch those channels where every weekend they have a major slip up and they giggle and they say, oh, well, and it's like, you're better than that, aren't you? You know you are. I want you to be. That's why I do this every day. That's why I do this. I'm independently wealthy. I'm a billionaire, and I'm still doing this because I care about you guys. Okay, which part of that was the lie? I think it's the first part of that that's a lie. I'm not a billionaire, but I really do care about you guys more than you will ever know, as most of us do that do the videos about strict and disciplined. We do care about you. and we put a lot of effort to get our stuff up and scheduled and there for you on YouTube because it matters to us. And we want you to be healthy. We want to stay healthy. And it's a keto community. And you want to be able to count on them. It's like these poor kids that have parents that are just out there. They aren't taking care of their kids. They're not providing healthy meals. They're not taking each moment of like a sugary soda or sugar or something CRAPPY and using it as a teachable moment, So they're raising another generation of, oh, it's okay. Oh, get off of them. He's already lost all that weight. Just ease up on him, will you? No, it doesn't work that way, and we don't want it to work that way. So come on, pull it together, keep it together. There's still plenty of weeks and social engagements all summer and fall where you need to have your together in that bag, right? It's a toolkit of that's together. Come on. Thanks so much for watching. I had no idea it was going to be a SmackDown, but these things happen. Maybe it was time. I'll see you the next time. Thanks so much for watching. This has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto. And my keto today, I think, is 12.7. Yeah, that's what it is. My carbs, my total carbs. And don't do nut for the summer. Don't make me have to come there and smack you down on that one. That's not a better bad choice, okay? That's not accommodating your healthy decisions. That's giving in to the food addict to just have at it. I'll see you the next time. Bye-bye for now.